Nick, what is your do you know question this week?
Or do you know? And it's appropriate because on our Monday tease, I did not recall it. So this do you know is...
Oh, we also took a shot to intro the last episode.
And
so.
it all is leading up to this do you know. Do you know how to remedy a hangover? Or rather, how do you take care of your own hangovers?
No, you jumped on yes, Kevin. So you feel
let's hear it. Let's hear the foolproof Kevin Matthews method.
Here?
You wake up and
you feel like butt, right?
You feel like just a trash bag that's just been kicked around all night. Everyone everyone
had a hand at it. Yeah.
So you wake up and you just have all you have to do is you just have to force
grease.
Not even grease, just force some type of food into your system. And what I sometimes do, like if I'm feeling pretty daring, I just wake up and I just start chugging water to the point where I just throw up.
Yep.
It just spews everywhere. And then you just get it over with. So just accelerate because otherwise you'll just be sitting. If you just accelerate it and everything just starts flowing out, you could fix it. I've noticed that chocolate milkshakes, for some reason,
milkshakes.
I could see that.
Well, don't they say dairy, right, is actually good?
Line the stomach. I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind it, but I just noticed that sometimes.
My science is that I was incapacitated at a friend's grad party without saying that person's name, and their mother said, "Brandon, you need to drink milk this morning." If you remember what party that was in high school.
I think I have an idea.
I was over.
Was that when you did like 15 keg stands or something stupid?
Keg stand for keg stand with our friend Tommy, who we mentioned earlier. Hey, buddy. But so I'm gonna preface because I feel like there's no right way. I feel like if
the big key is actually because whatever you eat is gonna taste like cardboard.
Yeah,
you just gotta get it down.
There's no cure, unfortunately. And how are we not at that point? The only cure is sleep and time. Time is the only cure, is actually
time, water, sleep.
But I'm gonna go to my worst hangover ever. Now, at least I'm gonna lay back. At least it was an amazing evening. Now, you both were involved on this evening. Actually, Nick, you weren't because you weren't good enough. The worst hangover I ever had was the night that we got to the Lighthouse in Destiny on Xbox. Now, for those who don't know what the Lighthouse means, is that we had to win, with the bonuses, I believe, 8 matches in a row, right? If you lost one match...
7, I think 7.
7 with the bonuses? Yeah, because you would get the free win and then an extra win for your first
bonus
one.
Too, yeah.
Yep.
So 7 wins in a row, competitive multiplayer 3v3. We were losing in the beginning of that night, so I had the great idea, because I had a party earlier that weekend. This was like a year and a half, 2 years.
This is sooner than that.
No, I think it was
2015.
Yeah, 2015.
Really? 2015.
Yeah. So 2 years ago.
Damn.
So I had a party a few weekends before, and I bought a box of mixed flavored lime-a-ritas, raspberry-ritas, all this other shit for all the females attending that party, because I heard some of them enjoyed this drink, and no one drank them, so they were all mine now. So I was like, fuck this. I play games better when I'm drunk. I'm going to start shotgunning these lime-a-ritas. Woo! One, I was screaming so loud after everything that happened that night. I lost my voice. I didn't have a voice for when I met my girlfriend's parents the few days after that. So I was great.
Amazing.
But the sugar hangover from those lime-a-ritas was the worst pain. It lasted. I never had a hangover that lasted me all day. Because usually you get to a certain point where you finally feel better. Like you don't feel great, but it's like, all right, I can actually have a day here instead of just feeling like that utter pain in you all day. And the sugar hangover is the worst. That's what gets me the worst, because I remember like a night here or there where maybe I had like a bunch of like Mike's Hard or Smirnoff or something, and the sugar hangover is what kills me.
What kills you? Yeah.
And to me, the only cure is now I know if I'm in bad shape if I puke in the morning. Like I've only done that like 3 or 4 times. And if I puke that next morning, I'm like, this is a different breed of what we're dealing with. Because I'll usually puke the night before, because I'll have to puke if I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, I'm chugging water out the fucking ass. And I really don't know if it helps, but to me, it's more mind over matter. I'm like, I need grease. So I need to go get something. I need to put something in my body that's going to be greasy because someone once told me that grease soaks your stomach up. So we're going to do that. So I just chug water out the ass. I'm taking aspirin every 3 hours. Now I'm really good where if we're drinking, I'm going to chug as much water as I can right before bed.
Yeah.
And just go to bed. And usually it helps a lot.
I heard somewhere, like, I don't take any of the aspirin or any of that stuff.
I have to, yeah.
Because I heard that the combination of, like, when you send that through, it's not good for your liver after a night of drinking when you send that through.
I can imagine it is. Yeah.
But I'm sacrificing my liver for my head.
Yeah. So I mean, I just
suck it up. Yeah, real bad.
I'm non-functional.
More power to you. I just fucking chug water, asprin, and greasy food, and I just chill out.
All you could do.
Nick, you have a.
I have a condition.
Nick has an issue because of the way he decides to
consume alcohol.
Not always. But even if I have one drink,
Nick, I feel like you're hungover every time you drink alcohol.
I am.
Or it's because
I'm literally hungover
when he decides to go for it. It's just fucking pedal to the metal, and he rips through it.
That's when I go hard because I've come to the point where the reason you've seen just drink as much straight vodka as possible without a chaser is because prior to that, a priori, I've had many a nights where I've had 1 or 2, maybe 3 drinks tops. And still have a hangover the next morning, even though I didn't even get remotely tipsy or drunk at all.
I think it's all in your head.
Maybe it is all in my head, but it happens all the time.
Okay.
So you get to the point where you have a catch-22. Or not a catch-22. You have really only 2 options. Don't drink, because drinking 1 drink is pointless if you're going to get a hangover anyway. Or go all the way, because you're going to get the hangover anyway. Might as well earn it. And that's when I drink. That is what I've become.
So,
and hence
you become
Memorial
the man
Day
that leaps off the dock
into a metal rowboat.
God, Memorial Day weekend. Goddamn.
I was straight chugging from the bottle,
and he just dove into a boat off a dock and somehow didn't split his goddamn face open.
I was fine.
Hey Kev, let me see the line for the boat.
Yeah. So wait, let's tell the full story because I like this story. So we were all drunk during Memorial Day weekend. It was only about 1 in the afternoon, or it wasn't. It was early.
It was early, which is my favorite. I like drinking early, get it done with, go to bed at a normal hour.
So these hooligans, these 2 and a couple of other close friends, were trying to put this big metal rowboat in the water, and I was just kind of watching because I wasn't getting in the boat. So we're struggling for some I don't know why it was such a struggle.
It was huge.
It was just heavy, but to try to get it into the water, I guess the struggle was so there wasn't water in the boat.
Yeah, we didn't want to just dump it in.
So they put it in, and it goes out nose first. And Nick thinks it's a great idea. As soon as it makes contact with the water, he's going to dive into the boat head first.
Off the dock.
And he was drunk at this point.
No, I was like
a
good
off very little.
6 to 7.
And
that was a good spot.
Somehow,
I landed perfectly.
There were like 4
benches?
little benches in there, and he managed to land perfectly in between.
Perfection.
That's where I was aiming.
And didn't clock his head.
He should have easily ended up in the hospital that night.
I was in full control with that jump.
But when he jumped in, there were 2 lines that you would normally tie up to the dock.
Yeah, the front and the back
boat
of
is
rope.
horizontal to the dock, or parallel with the dock. But we were only holding on to one of the lines, so I don't know what the bow or whatever the fuck.
I couldn't tell you.
So there was, the nose of the boat was out, and we had the one line that we were holding on to, so Nick didn't cruise out to sea
without an oar or anything.
Yeah, because he had nothing. He was just
I just dove in, and my momentum was pushing me out.
So Brandon looks at me, and he's like, "Kev, let me see that." I was the one holding the line. So Brandon looks at me. He's like, "Hey, Kev, let me see the line." And as soon as the line made contact with his hand, he was already in the process of just throwing it back out to Nick.
So Nick
was just hoping that he would sail off to sea.
I thought in my head that was so funny, and I loved every second of me just because it was instantaneous from Kevin handing it to me. It was already going out to sea, and Nick was just gonna float away for however long.
That would have been my own
and just
world.
to toot my own horn, foreplay fans, if there are any, don't care. But Nick, I was in a canoe, right? I think we established, is the canoe the 2-person?
Kayak.
Kayak is 1 person?
Kayak.
I always the other way. I was in a kayak by myself. I don't want to get wet. Was trying to get in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Nick dove in a lagoon after me, and I was so fast that he could not catch me because he was trying to tip me over. And Nick,
no, I wasn't trying to tip you over. I was just trying to catch you and just be like, ah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to tip me.
No, I wasn't going to tip you. That's so.
I genuinely thought you were going to tip me. I thought I was genuinely afraid and mad.
My first time meeting Rachel's family, we went kayaking. And one of the first things I did within 100 meters of kayaking was flip my kayak. And water started to get in it. And pulling that out was the biggest pain in the ass.
That's why I didn't want it.
In my life. So I would never flip.
Wait, you flipped your
kayak. My first meeting with Rachel's father and brother.
What a dweeb.
I flipped the kayak and they had to tow me while I was holding the kayak, my kayak, and I was holding the back of the brothers or the fathers. I don't remember whose kayak I was grabbing the back of, and it was just smashing my fingers against the kayak because I was holding this little rope. And the rope was very close, so there wasn't really any room. So it was just against the kayak. So as they're pedaling, I just have the boat rocking into my knuckles while I'm grabbing on. I'm just trying to hold on. And that was my first meeting with her father and brother. But yeah, so I wouldn't tip a kayak, is what I'm saying.
I fucking out
drove
Nick swimming. I was fucking cruising. What the fuck was the top?
Yeah,
what are we
how to
talking
cure a
about?
hangover.
Hangovers, yeah.
How you handle a hangover.
So what do you didn't explain, you just explained your pain, but what do you actually do?
So
we got off on the tangent of how he drinks.
How I drink. Which has again been crafted from the fact that I get a hangover every time I drink, no matter what I drink.
We're gonna try it tonight because we're getting fucked up. But we're gonna try. Me and Nick went to the liquor store. Give me one of those and let's try it all up.
Yeah, we're trying some blue raspberry
Svedka, and black cherry, cruise and rum.
Cruise on rum.
Yeah, let's see what the fuck happens.
So it'll be a good night. Bad morning. Good night.
No, we're gonna try to not get that bad morning. But what do you do?
So
tomorrow you have a bad morning.
First of all, it starts the night before. I try and make sure there's food in my belly. I try and make sure there's a lot of water in my system. Do all that
so
stuff.
Me and you after this podcast, we're gonna drink a bottle of water.
I'm good with.
We might get some Bubba Kazoos.
I'm always good with water. I'm always good with food.
So what are you gonna do tomorrow if you wake up and you feel like shit? What is Nick's plan?
First thing I'm gonna do, stumble down to my kitchen, grab some ibuprofen, and pump that down my gullet. Second thing I'm going to do is eat breakfast. Then I'm going to sit on the couch and angle my head back and my eyes down so I can look at the TV without it hurting me. I'm going to play video games till I recover. That is literally the plan.
That's all you do.
That is
your
all
hangover
I do.
Cure.
That is my hangover cure.
That's not a cure. That's just perseverance.
I don't have a cure because nothing has ever worked.
That's true. At this point, how is there really not a cure?
There really should be.
So the problem with a hangover, the reason you're hangover is you're dehydrated, right? So
I don't know.
And you're
if
putting
that's
poison because technically liquor and alcohol is a poison to your liver.
It's a drug.
But our liver just has the ability to
filter that.
My liver is fucked in 20 years. Lock of the week.
But that's the thing. Everyone's body also works differently. Like you have a not functioning properly thyroid, right?
I actually don't have a thyroid at all.
Don't even have a thyroid at all. There you go. I'm pretty sure I have a not.
Dead?
I took radioactive iodine in 2009 as a freshman in high school, and they killed my thyroid.
It's nuts.
So my thyroid doesn't produce anything that your guys' do.
So you have a non-thyroid.
I don't even know what the thyroid does.
It regulates everything in your body.
Okay,
it does do a lot.
Very important. Very important.
So you're just freeballing it.
Yeah, that's why it needs.
We're just winging it every goddamn day.
No, but I think my liver has a huge adverse reaction to ethanol for whatever reason.
Okay.
Ethanol is the alcohol that gets us drunk and happy. Methanol would kill us. Turns into we convert it to formaldehyde, which is why we would die. Anyways, ethanol doesn't kill us; it gets us happy. But my liver is like, nah, screw ethanol. So, in theory, that's my theory.
All right, that makes sense.
That's my theory. So
I have the bladder of a 95-year-old man, so I don't really know what I did to deserve that. I just kind of got that roll of the dice, I guess.
You got
my parents were making
genetic
You
draft.
probably have a prostate the size of a grapefruit melon, or not a no. What?
Not a grapefruit. Give me that, please.
A grape.
A honeydew melon.
A honeydew? How big is a honeydew?
I don't know how big is a honeydew.
I was gonna say because I had some honeydew recently. Fuck honeydew, man. Maybe the size of a grape. Is that
grape.
reliable?
I don't know the size of a prostate, honestly.
Okay, so a key lime. Is a key lime a fruit, or is that a flavor?
It's a pie.
All right, key lime pie. End of the 4-Play podcast. That was how do you fucking hang it?
I don't know the source of the
hangover.
name of that pie though.
The key
I don't
lime
know what
pie?
a key lime is.
I don't know why
There's a kiwi, and then there's the lime. So is it? Do they mix the kiwi with the lime?
Because it's key. It's KEY.
We're going to come back to that on
I like
the
it.
podcast.
I like it, though.
It makes sense in my head.
I like it.
If you've gotten this far, please subscribe to our channel. Tell a friend. Comment in the comments below to let us know what topics you want to hear. And go into the description and like all of our social media pages. Subscribe to the channel. Found out, got this nifty little link now where if you click the subscribe button now, it brings you to a new window, which it forces you to pop up subscribe yes or cancel. The old subscribe button would just bring us to the channel, and then they had to find the button on themselves. Ooh, nifty.
Nifty.
88 subscribers. We want to keep growing. We want to keep doing this, but we need your help.
We do.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Adios.
Thank you guys for watching or listening.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/4playvideo.
If you like what we're doing, make sure to smash that like button.
Be sure to share all our videos with your friends so we could continue to grow. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.